taxpayers' money be spent on rainbow-coloured fire engines?
That is an interesting one. Should this money be spent on fire engines? This is because it's been revealed that a fire brigade spent over £17,000 painting fire engines in rainbow colours. These paint jobs have been approved by a series of fire and rescue bosses since 2017. County councils say that the coloured engines help them achieve equality, diversity and inclusion goals. Let's go to Lewis first on this one. Do you reckon it's a good way of spending our cash?
I think it's a good way. I mean, I'm from New York, and I'm old enough to remember when Stonewall really was Stonewall, and we used to go down to the Village during my gay years. And, not gay in the UK, but we used to go down there, and there were always incredible fights among we used to call them trannies. I don't know if that's offensive. Whatever now, but they were up at the trannies and these bridge and tunnel.
Let's not do a thing where we list things that weren't offensive in the 70s and see if it is now.
I'm a little nervous that Andrew is not here to stop me from saying what
we're all nervous about that.
is whatever you call the people today, they whatever.
Should we get to the meat of the story?
The meat of the story. See, there's no free speech. We were constantly seeing fights among the guys or the girls dressed up as guys, whatever they were, with the supposedly tough New Jersey kids coming from the bridge and tunnel, coming in from New Jersey to beat up a gay guy.
Can I just ask you a question? Do you know what a fire engine is?
And I'm saying these dudes were the toughest dudes in the entire world. And if we have to paint a fire engine in those colors to get those guys to work for the fire department, I think it's a brilliant idea.
Josh, save us.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, it's beyond the fact it's a waste of money, obviously. Maybe they should be spending that on, like, water. They're doing it for this sort of it's virtue signalling, obviously, and they're doing it to meet these requirements that they are then seem to be a sort of inclusive environment. I would suggest that money, if they are going to spend money on that, should be spent on doing something more than just sort of painting something, and whether that's whatever effort is to go, fly to New York, spend the money, fly into New York, find these people that Lewis is talking about, and say, you want to come over to the UK and join our fire department, we need you.
Yeah.
We need your fighting skills. But this idea that somehow painting a rainbow on a fire engine is going to suddenly make the fire service more inclusive, that's almost as ridiculous as the waste of money in itself.
Yeah. I tried to read through the article to see if we could work out how much would have been spent on painting those fire engines anyway. But I couldn't. It turns out they hadn't included that thing. Because if it was just that they needed a paint job anyway, we would have to spend this money, pick a colour, not red again, and maybe that's why they went for... I can't imagine that's actually...
Maybe it's easy to see. It actually makes good sense. It's one of the easiest colours. Well, you're definitely going to get out of the way if it's going down the street. And that's what...
What, if you're homophobic?
People got